Survivors, today we're talking about all the latest happenings with ARK Ascended. From speed hacks, console only servers and hardcore mode, what the Series S is lacking in terms of features, issues with console mods, and my Xbox key giveaway for 3 lucky winners. There's so much going on right now, and with Xbox having been launched, there's a whole new platform, or 2 more platforms in fact, that the devs have to contend with when it comes to issues. So if you don't want to miss out on all this news, make sure to subscribe. So the latest issue on official servers, and possibly the first big concern affecting crossplay servers, was a recent exploit that saw players being able to speed up and slow down time on servers, causing major chaos when the developers had to temporarily take the official network down in order to protect players' progress and fix the exploit. Now this clearly raises probably, I'd say, the first big concern regarding crossplay servers with PC players, and one of the reasons, or one of the main reasons, why a lot of console players don't necessarily want to play on crossplay servers with PC. But thankfully the devs did act very quick on this, and they did take down the servers and resolve the issue. So hopefully that's all patched now, but it's only a matter of time until the next big exploit comes along. Also, Dolly did make a quick mention that cloning chambers should hopefully be working again in the next patch or soon thereafter. So that is meant to be coming very soon. In regards to servers, the developers have been setting up more new servers recently and will be setting up more soon, whilst continuing to monitor the situation to determine if more servers are needed and what type of servers. There have been people asking about ORP servers for PvP and hardcore servers, as these have not yet been introduced to ARK Ascended. But Dolly did respond to one question regarding this by saying there are no plans at present, but they will consider them as they progress. So I believe there are ORP servers for PvE, just not PvP. And I think hardcore servers have been quite popular in ASE, so I'm quite surprised that they haven't actually introduced them yet. So it's not a no, it's just a not right now. Console only servers. These have now been introduced, and you can identify these by the server name containing the word consoles in them. These right now only consist of Xbox obviously, but once PlayStation arrives they will be crossplay with PS5, and of course new servers will come up with the PS5 release. Now these servers do not include Windows players. I know Xbox and Windows quite often go together, but this strictly are console only servers for Xbox and PlayStation. However, these console only servers are for PvP only. So if you've been looking for PvE console only servers, well, there are none. And according to Dolly, there are no plans for them, as they don't see the point in them. Although I'm sure a lot of PvE players might object to that. I suspect this is in relation to PvE not having as much competition between players, and therefore any cheating being done by the PC players won't have as much impact as it does on PvP servers. Now I've taken a look at some reviews of the Series S console, because a lot of people believe that it was the S that had issues during Microsoft certification and not the X. Well, the S certainly has had some functionality taken away from it compared to the Series X. One of the main features that's lacking in the Series S is Fluid Ninja. Now, if you don't know what Fluid Ninja is, it's all the dynamic water, the moving of the bushes, it's all the dynamic stuff that you currently see in the PC version and also in the Series X. So if you're playing on the Series S, you may have noticed that the water isn't dynamic, it doesn't splash when you run through it or swim through it, the bushes don't move when you pass through them, and there are no footprints left in the sand when you walk around. I was provided this footage on the screen now by Jesper at Fusion Xbox Testing, and he did a video showing off the Series S, and what the performance is like, what the FPS is like. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below so you can check that out if you want. Now obviously none of this makes the game unplayable on the Series S, but it does somewhat take away from the immersion of the game, and it's one of the more obvious differences between the platforms. But I do feel that a lot of players aren't necessarily going to be too fussed about this, and it's possible that over time, as the game develops in early access, that maybe Fluid Ninja will be reintroduced to the Series S. Now, if you're trying to download some of the mods for console because you finally got access to them, well, you might be having a bit of trouble, as a lot of people have been claiming that some of Garuga's mods don't install, such as Ceratosaurus, with some claiming the only mod they've been able to install is the Schwarzwein map. Now, as it's still early in the day for Wildcard, we'll have to wait for any news on that, but hopefully a fix will be incoming soon. And lastly, free Xbox keys for ARK Ascended. That's right, I've sent my Pegomastax out on another mission to acquire more keys, and this time he's returned with Xbox keys. Make sure to check out my Twitter. I'll drop a link in the description to the tweet where I'm running the giveaway. This is for 3 winners to get a key each, and it will run for approximately 24 hours. I'm also planning on running some more Steam key giveaways in the coming weeks, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And that's all the latest for today, survivors. I'm sure there will be more to come, so make sure to subscribe to keep up with all the latest ARK news.